Hi, my name is Naomi, and you're watching my channel, Saint to Siren, and today's topic, Chaos Magic. Now, the definition, sorry, of chaos magic would seem like the person being able to control the chaos around them, and that's not true. Chaos magic is when the practitioner is able to control themselves in the midst of the chaos whipping around them. All right? That is what you are doing. You are controlling yourself, controlling your responses. You're not reacting, you're responding so that you can guide yourself to the most favorable outcome. Now there's two types of chaos magic. There's a type that the practitioner can create for their gain and attention, like Kim Kardashian. She is a master at this. Her and Kanye are a master at this, and am I admire them for their ability to do this with a straight face. Okay, Kim will create chaos and then let it whip around her um to gain uh attention, money, like whatever her goals are. So with the X tape, that created a lot of chaos. I gave her a lot of publicity. Now she couldn't control like where it went, like how it spiraled around her, but she created it, and then she sat right in the middle of it and controlled and composed herself. She made sure she got got that show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She got her sisters on. Like she was, you have to stay very focused and directed when in the midst of your chaos magic if you are manipulating reality in that manner. Same thing with, Kanye. He creates chaos through his words. He's also a Gemini. He creates chaos through his words, but he still remains stable and and focused in where he's going, right? The way Kanye and Kim create chaos magic is to gain them attention. They're celebrities. If no one's talking about them, they're done, right? So you can do chaos like that. The chaos, the other type of chaos is the one that just kind of naturally falls on you. All right. It's not one you create it. It's just one that it just happens in the rhythm of your life. Okay. So for me, for example, I'm separated, I'm going to go through a divorce. That creates chaos. And when chaos naturally happens in your life, it means that you are going through a timeline change. So I would tell anybody who is going through a chaotic moment right now, someone, passed away that's close to you, you went through some kind of financial situation, you're going through a divorce, do not be kind of scared. Don't be scared of those changes. Just know that when you go through a timeline shift, a timeline change, that those are the natural chaotic points in your life through the waves and frequency of your life. That is a pivot change, and you should embrace it because change brings good things. Change will change these types of changes your brain and your mindset. It shakes you up. So just kind of explaining more on how natural chaos, the chaos that falls on you, can how to weather that type of storm. And I'm going to give the example of Kayla Nicole and Taylor Swift. Now, Kayla Nicole came to notoriety because she was dating Kelsey Travis, um, and that's how she has entered our consciousness, right? Now I guess they had broken up, and it was like 2 years later that he started to court Taylor Swift. But the media, the contrast of black and white, and all those old tropes and the schisms, right? come into play. And so that's just something that was natural. That was chaos that was naturally created because we're humans and we like contrast and we like drama. So that's chaos whipping around her. She got a lot of heat for that, even though that relationship was 2 years removed from her. That relationship with Travis Kelsey, was 2 years removed from her. But what did she do? She maintained high value. When you're going through chaos that is naturally put on you, naturally created around you, it's not one that you created, but it's one that's put on you. You ran into it, right? In the natural waves of your life. You you can control the magic, right? The way you get through chaos with the magic is you control yourself. You maintain high value. So what does that look like? It's not through what you wear, and it's not through how much money you have. All right? It's through how you move. You maintain value and you maintain being light, kind of above the chaos, because chaos is sticky, through how you move. All right? To my knowledge, this is my knowledge, Kayla Nicole did not say anything negative about Taylor Swift. You know, she maintained, or actually, she elevated in her looks, working out, looking better. Well, I know it's not how you say it's not like, excuse me, how you look, but it's in her movements. Like, she didn't let herself get fat. She didn't let herself stop going out. She didn't go through like anything that would stop her from her path. She didn't let the chaos get to her. That's what I'm trying to say. She made improvements. I think she was like a sports um, commenter or reporter. I'm not really quite sure, but she totally expanded in her field. She saw chaos, the chaos that naturally falls on you, as a as an opportunity to get herself out there even more. So she still did social media. She still did, I know she did, like, I was on the runway, like she took advantage of opportunities to really still get her out there, even though she was getting all this negative press, right? Bombarded on her. And of course that can just make you feel real nasty, right? And not good. But she still pushed forward, right? And in turn, see, when you maintain high value and stay focused on yourself to weather the natural chaotic energy that is happening naturally around you, you start irritating other people in the field, i.e., Taylor Swift, right? Because you never know what somebody else is thinking or how they feel. And regardless of 14 Grammys, regardless of being millionaire, billionaire, regardless of everything. That's what I'm trying to say. People still have insecurities. People are still not sure. And but when you are sure of yourself, even if you fake it to make it, even if you have to fake it to make it, you do that. You put on a solid front because you don't know who is looking at you. But guess who was looking at her? Taylor Swift. And the way Kayla Nicole came off irritated, bothered Taylor Swift. And that's how you gain leverage in the midst of chaos. That's how you knock someone off their block. You don't control the chaos that's going around you. You control yourself within the chaos. You maintain high value at all times to elevate yourself. Now, Taylor Swift is talking about her in one of her songs. Isn't God good? We are in a matrix. And the foolishness about it is that it's going to try to get you to care about what's going on out there, outside of you. But what you have to learn when you're on this planet is to control what's inside of you, in your mind, so that you can control your movements. I'm not saying don't acknowledge your feelings. I'm not saying don't go cry in your bed. I'm just saying when you step out that door, you have to decide who you are and maintain high value so you can irritate others that want to see you fall. And in turn, irritate them to see them fall. And you enjoy. I hope this made a lot of sense. If you want me to do another video kind of like explaining it with the Chaos Magic, I will do another video. If you're not from TikTok, go to my TikTok, Saint to Siren, and my latest video, or the one talking about Meg the Stallion with Tory Lanez, will kind of go over it a little bit more in a minute or a little bit more. All right. Until next time. Bye.